It's waifu time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the Banpresto one-piece flag diamond chip Boa Hancock Code B. Yes, I am continuing. I also got Nico Robin. So that's the four ones. I already reviewed Vivi and Perona, and I quite liked them at the price. So why not continue? And I'm really hoping that the quality control is better one on this one. With the, especially with the Perona update, that was just like, bam! It was such a better figure than the one I had before. So let's see how well this one turned out. Boy, oh boy, sure as hell digging the design, but that's really the idea of these characters. So let's have a look. She stands at about 25.5 centimeters to the top of her head, which means she goes up to almost 10 inches. Well, 9.9 inches, 9.8 inches overall size-wise. Now have a look at the face sculpt. Just like with the other ones, it is pretty nicely done. You have the eyes that are printed on, which are a little bit more shiny as a result of it, but you got the light blue. She has painted lips, which look kind of weird. It looks like semi-open. I don't really know what to say about that one. The hair sculpt is clean for the most part. I'm just looking at the one hair over here, which is peeking out a little bit, but that's okay. Earrings also very nicely detailed. You have actually the lower part of the snake, you know, that stuff, which is molded on. Very nice, and the paint job also clean. Just kind of hangs off her ear. That's somewhat weird, but okay. Now going to the back, well, actually, boobs, just real quick. They're there, they're good, they're great actually, in more ways than one. They're very big. And then we go to the back where she does hold a whip. Hands are nicely sculpted. She has we don't have painted fingernails because she has gloves on both hands. And looking at the paint job on Perona on the hand sometimes, I'm thankful for that. So we got also the one hair strand that kind of goes over her arm. Overall, just a very nice look, very seductive pose. And once again, going back to the whip, is soft plastic. It's kind of weird. It goes down to the leg, and then they kind of glued it in, molded it on the leg, and then it just continues over there instead of just wrapping it around, just making a whip and wrapping it around. No, they were like, no, we're sticking it in the figure over here, molding all this stuff on there, and then it comes back out here. So, well, I mean, it's not the worst thing, but it's a kind of weird decision. And good decision though is the paint job. The golden spots, all the belt buckles and everything. It looks very, very clean. I'm impressed. Once again, the black is a lot more shiny than the rest of the figure, which is good because it gives it a lot more of a leathery type style vibe, whatever you want to call it. Then we got the other glove. It's again leathery, shiny. And then the skirt, leathery, shiny. And it's pantsuit time. We can't really see it, but there's black pants on it there. She has a big butt and a very short skirt. And with the weirdness, once again, instead of just having holes in the skirt and, you know, draping it over the leg, they decided, screw it, we're gonna mold the entire skirt without holes and then paint it where the skin tone is supposed to be. Which makes it look really weird, and obviously, as you can tell, there's a little bit of a slip. Not the worst in terms of paint slips, but it just stands out as the skin tone over here looks a little bit different than it does on the figure. Then she kind of has like a red shirt wrapped around her waist. And as for paint problems, really the biggest paint problem with this figure are the spots on the thigh over here, and then it goes to the leg. And also around the whip, which is forgivable. It's once again one of these things where we're close in now, but if you just have him on the shelf now, you don't even notice it anymore. The black spots you still kind of do notice because it's black on like a skin tone, on like a very pale skin tone, and she has the one leg kind of wrapped around the other leg. Once again, the paint job, the molding on the boots. I'm a big fan of it. It's really nicely done for a 35 euro figure, and that's, once again, gotta mention the fact that this is more of a budget type figure, and I dig it as such. Let's see, there's also some, is there detail under the foot here, a little bit on her heel over here. But yeah, goes over to the gray from the black and very shiny. black paint job. And you might be wondering, yeah, with the base, she does have a full base now. All the other ones just kind of had a little thing to hold onto her foot, but with her pose, you gotta have a base. And it does stay on there, but you also have this hole where you have this arm. And I honestly can't figure it out. I don't get it. I don't get what this is supposed to hold on to. Like, really, it's kind of shaped like it's not even a butt cheek. The butt cheek is not that big. And I don't know about the legs. Doesn't really go on there. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just kind of supposed to go under here, I'm guessing. Yeah, I guess that's something like that. And it's just peg it in the lower part. But as you can tell, I don't use it because I don't like it. Now, she's perfectly stable like that. She would be more stable with this. And you kind of peg her in, like, you put it together at the boot. This entire figure is one piece. Haha, get it? No, and then you have the boot, and you just peg it in there. And while every other character, you kind of connect them at the waist. So I might still use this just because I'm afraid it might decay over time. When it gets a little bit too warm, you know, she might kind of fall over. She might kind of bend a little bit at the knee. Ha, bend the knee. Wow, full of stupid puns today. So, yeah, I don't know, but she stands like that on the base perfectly fine without any issue. But over time, that might be a problem. So keep that in mind if you're getting her or not. But that brings me to the final thoughts. Should you get her or not? Absolutely. As I said for all the other ones, I love the designs of these figures. It's really like a little bit more of a naughty, seductive outfits and poses to go with. And I think the combination of it is very nice. The paint job is good for the most part, and the overall molds are really, really good looking as well. So yeah, not really anything to complain here for, once again, 35 bucks. That is worth my money, and I can forgive paint slips like that. It would be more expensive, that would be an issue, but as it is, I do recommend this figure, so go out and get yourself a Boa Hancock if you like this design. There you go, that's gonna do it. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Boa Hancock wants.